Life is whack. Canada? Psst. More like can't do anything about the fact that I'm fake, irrelevant, and non existent. And that is the truth. Nay, like a horse, undisputable fact. In fact, if you go to Canada right now, all you'll find is open sea and big blue whales, like your mom. Too soon. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. And you know why that's about it? You know why only ocean and big blue fat whales is what you're gonna find? It is because Canada not only does not exist, but it is also scientifically and physically impossible for it to exist. And I am so mad right now that while making this video I forgot how to write two words. Undisputable, scientifically, and Canada. Now I know I said 5, but I forgot how to count to 4. And at this point you're probably saying, oh Taco Cat, I'm so offensive right now. I mean, Canada isn't like oranges. It does exist. And the they that I'm referring to, well, it's Canada. And the oranges that I'm referring to, well, you know, they're the orange ones. And if you're wondering if it's the color of the fruit, wrong, because it's neither, and it's also both at the same time. Orange does not exist. Whenever you think you see orange, it's actually your brain creating a color called spicy red, written with a silent W that's inverted. And when you think you see the fruit or eat it, you've actually suffered from temporary color and taste blindness due to the effects of severe fluoride infection in the water. I'm reading this off of Google, by the way. It's totally true. You know, the water that we drink, it also turns frogs gay, so you gotta watch out for that. You know, towards each other in a homosexual way. But you can't say I'm homophobic because I'm not afraid of gay frogs. So anyway, back to Canada. According to the world, map, Canada is above the US. That already explains it all, man. I mean, no one, and I mean no one, is above the US. We proved that with Germany, so, I could end the video right here, but I won't. But like I already said, the video can't end like this because I have a couple of indoctrinated lactating sheeps that need to stop sucking on the government's teat and start sucking on the teats of justice, righteousness, and truth. My teats. Not literally, though. My second problema with Canada is its governor, who is a woman. And no, it's not a sexist problem. If anything, the most sexist people, ironically, are the feminazis, who do less for women than the rapists. It's not a joke, and it may sound insensitive, but it's true. So anyways, I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, my problem with her is that if you do a quick Google search, as you do when you're on Google and you're searching things with your fingers, if you search up unsuperior and unholy and perfect being who rules the fake nation of Canada, it says Julie. Julie? Julie? Actually, I don't have a problem with that name. But what I do have a problem is that it says Governor General Julie Payette. Which is it, Canada? Is she a governor or a general? You can't have both. And you also can't decide, so she's neither real and she's fake. That kind of didn't make sense, but you get my point. Also, she's a woman, but it's not, the problem isn't that she's a woman, but, women as governors, generals, or basically any high-ranking position, you don't see that normally. I mean, you don't see that in the US. I mean, has there ever been a female president? That's right, because it's impossible. So yeah, can't be real, because there can't be a country that accepts women in high-ranking positions, because all men are horrible, and all women too. And Payette, really? Julie Payette? That sounds an awful lot like Christopher Columbus. I mean, if you write Julie Payette, and then Christopher Columbus, and you read Christopher Columbus, and then when you're gonna read Julie Payette aloud, you read the word Christopher Columbus again for the second time, they sound exactly the same. But the thing that you need to understand is that obviously Christopher Columbus also did not exist. And if you even think for a second that Christopher, I don't know why I said it wrong. Anyway, Christopher was real, then your parrot cousins have been lying to you because America discovered itself. It announced itself to the world as I am real, and also as I have Indians that you should probably slaughter. But if that doesn't satisfy you, then just know that some people think it was discovered by pot smokers in the 40s. That's right, I just twisted your flat world inside out and upside down. Now, if you want more proof, because this proof is amazing, but if you want more, let me list a couple of things that would have to happen for Canada to be possible, nay, like a horse, real. First, everyone says the Canadians are nice. You know who's also nice? Me, myself, and I. And a country full of me's, they would have to be they would have to have the faces of Greek gods and the bodies of Calvin Klein models to even come close to my semblance, because you cannot look at me with shades on. Probably because shades are too dark and you should probably take them off to look at me, but mostly because I am so beautiful that it will harm your eyes. I also have no idea what I just said, and that example didn't make sense. But anyway, let's continue. So, anyways, they would have to have my awesome body, and they would also have to be extraordinarily humble, like me. This place would be so perfect, they would have to hide it from the rest of the world. In fact, this place would also have to be the secret location of the Garden of Eden. You know, like the one in the Bible, you know, the book about things and stuff. And I paid attention in Sunday school, you know, on Sundays, weekdays, every Sunday. So I know what happened in the Garden of Eden story in the book of Genesis, which also means the beginning. I'm stalling a lot, so let's continue. If I remember correctly, the dragon brainwashed the white man into cutting all the trees in the garden, and the forbidden fruit landed into its mouth after it fell off the tree, hit a rock, rolled into a pond, ricocheted off a walrus, reattached itself to a tree, waited until winter, put on a nice coat, read a book, got married, had forbidden love and forbidden kids, got divorced, fell into depression, tried to kill itself by jumping off the tree, then fell into the dragon's mouth and he spat it into the woman's mouth, who then gave it to the men. I mean, the man. Or multiple men, who knows, maybe she cheated. So the point is, women ruin everything. I have a great memory, I know. So what is the forbidden fruit, you may ask? Easy. Fake oranges, filled with fake orange juice that closes your pituitary gland, makes you stupid, closes your third eye, and doesn't allow you to see that Canada is perfectionist propaganda used to make other countries shape up and commit less crime. It also stumps your growth and stops you from having babies. So basically, that's why God de-invented them and made them fake, because oranges equals birth control. But don't tell the lizard people that. Also because they're not real. But anyways, the fifth thing or problem is the grammar. It's simple. Canadians write the words colors, harbor, and behavior with a U after the O. And if you don't understand what this means, it's simple. Let me explain it in lame man's terms, you know, boring man terms. They're making a fool out of you and me. It's that simple. That's why they add the U, bro. It doesn't make any sense because grammatically that is incorrect, and I should know because I'm great with grammar. So anyway, the thing is, it's simple. Canada is a made-up paragon. They created their own made-up language and words, just like the word is made up. If you don't believe me, define the word. You can't, right? So yeah, it's all made up, and they used it so they can think that they're better than us and they can do whatever they want because they're fake and unexistent and unreal. And also stupid and lame and boring and dumb and ridiculous and fantastically stupidendemous. Just like it's not possible to leave your door unlocked just because you have minimal crime rate. As long as kids still play video games, there will always be crimes. Darn kids playing Barbie Horse Adventure, they're gonna kill us all. But hold on to your seats of ambiguity that are held together by the strings of the demagogue society that appropriates a narrative where the sleeping lemurs will never wake up from their nightmares. The biggest secret that Canada has, according to the Wikipedia article on Canada, which I altered myself, is Justin Bieber. Himself. Who is the greatest artist of this or any generation ever. Who taught Mozart how to play the piano, gave Michael Jackson dancing lessons, and wrote Bohemian Rhapsody. And all that while he was giving birth to a set of two twin babies, one of each multiplied by 4, who's the father you're asking? Hugh Jackman. He just doesn't know it yet. How did he do it? Because he's a transsexual man-woman who changed into a man after his doctor couldn't decide on his gender and marked him as gender fluid. He's also black, it's just that by day he's white and by night the pigment of his skin leaves his body until it recharges. Now you're probably wondering, am I high right now? Well, you're dang right I'm high on the cocaine of truth and justice. And the reason I made up all those facts about Justin Bieber is because if a country like Canada, where he supposedly lives, can exist, then I can make up all this stuff and have it be true. And that's why Canada isn't real. Taco Cat out.